What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Ross the Boss coming at you with an all-new Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. We are continuing our Better Than Napoleon campaign, and we are absolutely stomping out some of our competition here with the help of the Commonwealth, of course. And it looks like we are going to hopefully annex all of Savoy here, and possibly even try to release some nations from the grip of the Holy Roman Emperor Austria. Looks like Savoy wants a peace, but we will not, a peace deal, but we will not accept that. Now, I did outright take Holland. A lot of countries are going to hate me because of it. We are doing our best to improve our relations. And let's improve with Brunswick one more time. We have won the siege of Treviso. Let's move towards Tyrol and Crane. And it looks like we are still trying to siege down the last province from Savoy here. With the help of the Commonwealth, we were able to fight down the rest of these units. I don't believe we like our heir very much. 322, he is absolutely garbage. We are going to go ahead, recruit an heir, and send the rest of these units into this siege. It won't help us a lot. It will bring us from 7 to 14%. So, you know, we will take that. Who is at war with Austria? It looks like France, Lucca, and the Commonwealth, of course. And the Ottomans have joined in as well. We have won the siege of Crane, or at least the Ottomans have. And once we get the Hessians to 100, which it looks like they're there now, we will recall this diplomat, and we might even need to retreat some of these units as well. If it's possible, we will head up there. I don't know if we're going to make it in time. It looks like we're not. And I don't know if the Commonwealth will join us. Yeah, I certainly don't want Catholic being taught. Or Catholicism. Alright, we have lost a lot of men. Probably 22,000. We are going to need to take out a small loan. We are going to take out a small loan and waste a lot of manpower. We are going to produce 10,000 regiments and, of course, the 22 that we lost. We didn't even use our fleet, but that will be fine. What would it look like if we pieced out Austria now? We obviously want them to release vassals, and really the only country they could release is Milan. We want a higher war score. So let's begin to siege down once again. See what else we can take. And there will be a very bloody battle here in just a few moments. Now, obviously, we have the negative terrain. Hopefully, the Commonwealth will be able to make it in time. There we are. We still might lose. Alright, now it looks like they have left, fortunately. Peace offer from Savoy we aren't going to be accepting. Okay, let's see. I don't want to really lose any more manpower. We are going to force the release of Ansbach, and we are going to return territory. I want to get rid of some of these, and even this territory from Bavaria. Could we return? Most likely going to be returning Treviso as well, taking their money, and of course, I want war reputation, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We could release Milan, but Milan is part of the Holy Roman Empire, so I'm not sure if they would want to come to our aid as a vassal. I don't really want to do this, but I am going to try to weaken the Austrian Empire once again. Let's add some sort of leader. We are going to have a -1 penalty, which is fine. And we are slowly but surely taking out the rest of the Austrians here. And we have now about 20,000 manpower, so really I don't want to have any other wars going on. Looks like we just stack wiped all of Austria, bringing them down to 0 men. Let's bring these 20,000 men back. They are going to take the long route. These units can return home as well. Okay, message of the faithful. We could get -10% unjustified demands, which I would absolutely love. I really, really want this. That way, not a lot of countries will hate me as much. And as soon as this last territory falls, we will retreat back into our lands here. Obviously, they have these 2 territories, but we're not going to worry about them for the time being. We don't need any more men to rent out. Any second now. There we go. We are going to move all of these men to Paris and try to end our war here. Let's find Austria. The very first thing that we want to do is release Ansbach. We want to release the nation of Milan. Unfortunately, we don't have enough. I want to return this territory to the Palatinate, but unfortunately, we aren't able to once again. Okay, so what can we do? It might be nice to release this territory to Milan. That way I can vassalize them in just a few moments. Obviously cancel Ansbach, but we can't. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Give them Ansbach, take all their money, and possibly even war reparations, but it looks like we won't be able to. And we are gonna end it there. And now, I don't know how horrible of an idea this will be. I want to outright vassalize Savoy, and it doesn't look like we'll be able to. I only have 100%, they have 115. Let's go ahead, try to take as much territory as we can. 72. That is quite a lot. Well, who would hate me? We won't be able to take them all this turn. We certainly should play it safe. What if I did something like this? Woo! I'd rather play it safe than sorry. What if I did something like this? I believe that's what I will do. Take all their money and end it as such. And my next goal is to vassalize all of Burgundy. I only gained 2 provinces from that entire war. 35 plus a 20, not the worst. But of course, oh, and of course I gained Zealand up here. A lot of countries are going to hate me. But what's new, we will reduce the amount of spending. We are taking mothball any and all forts we have. And we now have Milan. They, of course, don't want a vassalization, which is fine. It's what I expected. Okay, so if we go ahead, they want to demand unlawful territory. From where? Zealand. What if I go ahead and I've already revoked it, removing them from the Holy Roman Empire. Unfortunately, I am in a truce. Well, I don't want to have to deal with any unrest, so I will go ahead and prove their autonomy. And once I have 81, I will go ahead and create a government in Zealand. Okay, who hates me? Everybody. I certainly would be able to outright vassalize Burgundy here. A lot of countries hate me. Let's try our best to make them like us once again. The Palatinate is under a personal union with Denmark. And Austria hates us, obviously. What about Württemberg? We have run out of diplomats. And we are making a lot of money every single month. But all of these wars are taking its toll. We're really not getting a lot of development for the amount of money we're dishing out. Alright, more and more countries are embracing global trade. You know, I could have taken more territory, but I really didn't want to risk having more and more countries hate me. All I got from that entire war was just 3 provinces. Of course, we did force Austria to release some territory, which is nice. And of course, I don't believe the Commonwealth is allied to Austria anymore. More and more countries will become Protestant in time. Let's repay our loan. We need 959 ducats. We will take a little bit of corruption instead of losing any type of trade efficiency. If we go to our trade map mode here, you can see that we have 80% of all the trade power in the English trade node. Most of the other trade power is from Friesland. I would love to outright vassalize them. I'm not sure how well that would work, but we'll try our best. We are slowly but surely pushing our way into the lower kingdoms. Looks like Austria is being taken out by the Ottomans. And they still have their capital, but they've lost about 5 territories. I wonder if Ansbach is still a vassal, and it looks like it is. What I need to do more than ever is start investing in my military. On the first, we'll repay our loan. We are paying a lot of money for our fleet. Where's it all coming from? We have 217 ships out of 146. I'm guessing that's why. We will mothball these galleons and these galleys. We aren't at war. We will grant Ferrara military access. And we will force our merchants to adapt. I don't want to lose any diplomatic power. And once again, we do have a lot of excess military power. We will spend some of it on military advances. We will allow people to sample new religions once again. We will head over to Wessex and prove the military power in this region. Not by a lot, but we'll get it up to about 15. And possibly 2 in Cornwall. Of course, once I embrace national sovereignty, I will have a new military idea. I want any of these 5. All of them will be quite nice. Getting another diplomat will allow me to have 4 diplomats in all, which means less aggressive expansion. Well, essentially what that means, if I play my cards right, I can ensure that not enough members will join our coalition. Offensive ideas as well. Definitely don't want to lose any stability, but we will lose some loyalty from the church. Defensive ideas, quality ideas, and offensive ideas. Defensive would save me quite a bit of money, as well as grant me stronger generals. Of course, with more maneuver and the ability to roll the dice to a higher number, having more army tradition. A morale could be nice as well. I think what I want, though, is I want the diplomats. That way we could do more at once. We have the ability to have stronger commanders and more commanders as well. So that way we have the ability to roll the dice 1 additional time. I will grant monopoly charters, and I will ask for a contribution. Converting whatever I can. For my next church power, I'll most likely get manpower recovery speed. Having an additional 100 men every single turn will certainly add up. Of course, having more morale could be nice as well. No. We are going to go with the extra manpower. That will seem like the way to go. Our next war will most likely be against England. Let's begin fabricating our claims. I wonder if we even have claims from the last war, and it looks like we do. When does this end? 1627, so we have 6 years to move all of our troops across the channel. And we might as well try to fabricate another claim. That way we don't spend as much administrative power. And we will move these to Yorkshire. move these troops to Northumberland. I am really lacking some money right about now, but my issue is I have so many boats. And I guess what I could do is I have 1,400 ducats. I would absolutely love to embrace global trade. How much would that cost? Now it's 2,900. I will go ahead and start producing some shipyards. I don't have the ability to create very many. 2, 4, let's make sure I'm making the correct ones. 2, 4, 6, 8. We have improved our force limit by 8. Not necessarily the best, but it could be a lot better. And I guess we will go ahead and create trade depots wherever we can. Most likely in some of these high trade value provinces. 7.2, 7.7, 7.35. Wonder if there's any others. Doesn't look like it. Just this is our last one. And we will now get manpower recovery speed. And for our last blessing, or aspects of the faith, let's prove this military access. We're either going to want national unrest, or, you know, if we get more discipline, that means less men die. I could do that. More morale means, you know, we have the ability to retreat. We have a little bit more health, so they last a little bit longer. Having some ideas could be quite nice. Development cost isn't that great. Let's upgrade our ships. Let's upgrade our military. And for the time being, I am going to create a new focus. So by the time we have national sovereignty, we are going to be pumping out a lot of military ideas. Most likely going to be the aristocratic ideas that we were talking about earlier. We now have new cannons, new types of cavalry. We will allow people to sample new religions once again. And over time, this religious zeal will go away. We'll move these 22,000 men to Leinster. And when we declare war on England, Cleves, Brabant, and the Iroquois will join in. We could lose 15 legitimacy for some additional loyalty. I think we will take that hit. All legitimacy does is national unrest. Diplomatic relations. I didn't really realize that. But that's all good. Let's improve our relations with Friesland. They're going to absolutely hate us. Liege still hates us. What about Lorraine? Let's improve our relations here. We might be able to begin our annexation of Lucca. I don't believe we want to do that just yet. Let's unmothball these ships, bring them into, I don't know. Let's bring them into Leinster here. Military access from Portugal, we will grant that. Once again, we don't really want corruption. We will lose 10 prestige and 10 autonomy from Anjou. Let's improve our army maintenance. And it might be nice to go ahead and raise additional levies. I think I will take that. And we will unmothball our forts. And if it's possible, I will outright vassalize Brabant. Take as much territory from England as I can. Brabant, Cleves, and the Iroquois. Where is Cleves? They are right here. I might be able to... Ah, they have 2 territories. And I will move my fleet to Lincolnshire. And in just a few moments, I am going to go ahead and begin our war for the conquest of, you know, Cumbria here. And as always, I'm going to end this episode, but I'll see you in our next episode.